Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's talk Hadoop. Today we are going to talk about Python and different IDEs or the integrated development environments that one can use while working on Python. Python is quite important as today we can do machine learning, big data and a normal website development using Python. So learning Python is quite important, and more important is the ways you can do Python coding. To install Python, we can go to the Python's website. You can see the URL. Here we can go and download Python's version like 2.x or 3.x. The latest version of Python is Python 3.7.2. So once you are here on the Python's website, you can simply click on download Python button and Python setup will be done. Once Python is installed on your machine, you can simply access it. Let me show you how. Go to the search bar and here you can simply type Python. And you can see Python 3.6 64-bit is available. This opens the Python for me and I am ready to start coding. Let's see. I can import any package and use some functions available in this package. This way I can check the current working directory where I am working in Python right now. So once you have the knowledge of the Python IDE, you can also use the idle, which is another IDE available with Python. For that, you can simply go to the search again and type idle, and there you can see I have another app which is available with Python. It's also running on the Python shell 3.6.1, and again I can do some basic calculations and operations over here. Say I do some sum operation. See, it's so simple. So this way I have shown you how you can use a normal Python shell or an idle shell. The only problem with the Python shell or the direct installation of the Python that we saw previously is that it does not comes by default with a lot of packages that are required for say big data and machine learning like pandas, numpy and scikit-learn. To solve that problem, there is another way that is known as Anaconda. So what you need to do is go to your search bar and select Python Anaconda on the Google. Here you will be taken to the Anaconda website where you can simply click and see the Anaconda distributions that are currently available for Python. Once you click on the download, you will be taken to the another link where it will ask you whether the Anaconda that you want to install it for Windows, Mac OS or Linux, and accordingly along with Anaconda, what is the Python version you want to install. So once you click on download, Anaconda will be set up on your machine. So the biggest benefit of using Anaconda is that along with Python, it gives us lot of packages and other additional utilities like Jupyter Notebook that are prerequisite to work in any Python project in today's world. Let's see how we can use Anaconda. So again you go to the Windows search and here you need to type Anaconda. So with Anaconda, you can see you have the Anaconda prompt and the Anaconda navigator. So first we'll click on the Anaconda navigator. This Anaconda navigator, once started, will be shown something like this. Here you can see that the Anaconda navigator provides me with the Jupyter Notebook, and along with that it also gives me some other very famous IDEs like Spyder, Orange and RStudio. For working on Python, Jupyter Notebook and Spyder are two very important tools. Now I can simply click on the Jupyter Notebook launch button and it will start me the Jupyter Notebook. Or there is another option to start a Jupyter Notebook. As we have just seen, when you type the Anaconda, you will see the Anaconda prompt also. So let's click on the Anaconda prompt. Yeah, so once the Anaconda prompt is available, what we need to do is, it's quite simple. We have to type the command Jupyter Notebook and it will be started for us. So once we type the Jupyter Notebook, it will start a notebook app for us at the backend, and you can see in the browser it will be asking you for the password. We can also make this Jupyter Notebooks password protected or not depending on our requirement. So once you give in your password, you come to the Jupyter Notebook section. Here we have to go to this new button, and once you click on this, you can see Python 3 is available for you. If you have Python 2 also available, then both options will come in the drop down and you can select that you want to use Python 2 or Python 3 with this notebook. Now here I am at the Jupyter Notebook, and working on Jupyter Notebook is also as simple as we have seen working on the shell. Here I can type in any command. So see, a simple command. Once we type any command, we can go to this cell option over here and click on run cells. As soon as I run this cell, it shows me that where is my Python Anaconda is installed and where are my side packages. Those of you who have some knowledge of Python, you should know that side packages is a very important folder which contains all the packages that I need to work on Python. So once you have seen how to work on Jupyter Notebook, let's go back to the Anaconda Navigator and let's explore the another option, which is the Spyder. Spyder is a very famous IDE for Python. So once you click on the launch, you will get the Spyder IDE like this. On the left hand side, I can write my code, which is a .py file, like in Eclipse we create a .java file. And on the right hand side, you can see that here is my output. So whatever I have been running, immediately I can see the output along with the graphs, which comes from the matplotlib library of Python. Running this program is quite simple. What you can do, you can see this green button over here. If I click on this will simply be executed for me. Okay, so once you select this and you click on the run button, the entire code will run on for you, and on the right hand side I can see what is the output of this machine learning model that I have simply run. Here I have been running a linear regression model to do the predictions on my patient's data. Coming to the benefit of Anaconda, we discussed that Anaconda comes pre-installed with lot of packages that a normal Python does not provide you. So how can we check the packages that are currently available with Anaconda Navigator? So if you can see this screen, on the left hand side I have an environments option. So if you click on this environments button, on the right hand side you can see all the installed packages, and say I want to see whether the pandas package is installed or not. So you can see I have a pandas package, pandoc package. These packages normally does not comes with a by default simple version of Python. I have to use the pip command to install those packages. So till now we have seen a simple Python IDE or the idle shell, the Anaconda Navigator, both from its front end as well as the Anaconda prompt, and how to check the environments for the pre-installed packages with Anaconda, and also the Spider, which is a very famous IDE. Coming to the professional development in Python, one should know about PyCharm. PyCharm is a professional PyCharm IDE given by the JetBrains. One can use the community edition, but for the professional you need to buy the license for the same. So once you click on the download PyCharm, it will ask you for which version you want to download, and accordingly you can download a community or a professional edition based on the license agreement that you have. Here you can see you have both community and professional options available. I would say you can use the community edition for your personal development. To start working on PyCharm, you can simply search for PyCharm again on the Windows search. And you can simply click on it. So this is how the PyCharm will look like. So once you have the PyCharm installed, it's pretty much like an Eclipse, where on the left hand side I can see the folder structure, and on the right hand side I can write the code. How you have to start development is, you can simply click on a new project, give it a name, so this will open you the new project, and now you can simply right click and select the Python file. Okay, so my .py file is ready and I can do some coding on this. So let's see. Now this is a very good feature of PyCharm. Like as soon as you write any package name or a class name, you will get all the available attributes, functions and constants options available in a drop down. So see, here I want to get the working directory. So this is quite simple. You'll select it, right click and run this project. Okay. Now if I want to see the output, I need to print it. So see, you get the full path of the current working directory. If you want, you can change it. Similarly, I can use pandas, numpy and all the similar packages available for my machine learning and big data development. To summarize, I would like to end with telling you that the most important thing in working on Python is to first know the version that you want to work on, because Python currently supports both 2.x and 3.x. However, it's better to use the latest version, which is 3.x. So you can use 3.5, 3.6 or 3.7 version of Python. And it's always important to select the IDE. We have seen the Python CLI, idle, Anaconda Navigator, Anaconda Prompt, Spider and PyCharm. You can select any one of these. However, using Anaconda along with PyCharm or Spider is always the best option, as you don't need to manage your packages. They will be by default available. However, you can use the pip and the conda commands to install the required packages if any. Thank you for watching.